Good evening and welcome to the Return Homestead. My name is Mike and my wife Marty and I homestead 50 acres in southeastern Kentucky. It is well after 7 o'clock here on a Friday evening, and we've got potatoes we need to get dug up. The potatoes have become ready right on schedule. The plants are falling over. They are breaking down. It's time to get those spuds out of the ground while we've got some good weather. Well, before we can get to the potatoes, we've also got to get green beans picked. Marty's already been at it. We still got half a row to go. And we've already got quite a bit of food laid in. This is probably somewhere around 8 to 10 quarts of beans here. A whole lot going on here just yet. Got a couple of small spuds up next to the plants.
That's the seed potato. It's chithered.
This one is. Those are both seed potatoes. So the plants are growing right out of the potato.
Might be a failed experiment.
What I'm seeing here, I need to plant those deeper because we got the seed potato and then the potatoes are growing right on top of it. See, like this one? So I need to plant them a little deeper. Check my camera angle.
Okay.
For those of you who love potato chips, yeah, the price of them just keeps going up. So these special potatoes that we bought not doing so hot. One, maybe two per plant. Year by year, the cost of potatoes just keeps increasing.
Wow.
There's the seed potato. Just two little potatoes.
Wow. There's nothing deeper? Might be a failed experiment.
In the United States, thanks to industrial farming, we have an increasing potato yield. But at the same time the yield is going up, the number of acres under production is going down. The only surefire way that we've come up with to hedge ourselves against the increasing potato prices is simply to grow our own. You take potatoes, let them get eyes on them, and then you put them in the ground, let them grow and produce more potatoes. Nice earthworms.
Cool.
That could be the seed potato. It's hard to say. Yes, it's a lot easier to go down to the grocery store and buy a 5-pound bag of these things. You don't have to dig those out of the ground. But If the price of potatoes keeps going up, you may not be able to afford a 5-pound bag. Soil looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
This was so much of the clay last year when we put the corn out here. Here's an idea. Save all that money you've been spending on a gym membership and go out and buy a shovel. At least that'll get you some potatoes at the end of the day. Save on your grocery bill. Here's that one.
There's your seed potato.
Mm-hmm. It didn't rot.
Mm-mm.
I think the beetles may have really stunted these guys.
Yeah, I think they did. Maybe we'll have better luck in the middle.
I'm thinking the Kennebecks are going to be a better producer anyway.
Nothing on that one?
Nothing.
Wow. Those were the ones that were attacked so bad by the potato beetles.
That one got a little rotted.
Uh-huh. Chicken bites.
These first couple of rows were some specialty breed potatoes that we ordered from a seed company out of Vermont, was it?
Maine.
Maine. These are seed potatoes that were recommended to us by another YouTuber. He does really good with his potatoes. We thought we'd give them a try. We're not having such good success with them.
Well, these were beetle attacked really bad.
You can see the plants are pretty well destroyed.
I'm surprised they grew
really
anything.
got them heavy. This is our first year growing a large patch of potatoes. We've grown some in buckets in the last few years. Trying to grow a large bed of them. We didn't have the bed space for it. This is kind of a first. If we didn't get the mix quite right, that's fine. We still got enough time this season. If we can find some seed potatoes, we can still grow some more. I think we'll be bringing something else in here. What do you think you want to put in here next?
Beets, carrots.
Yeah, just other root vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
So beets, carrots, rutabagas, turnips,
Mm-hmm.
all of the above. These are some decent sized potatoes. They look good.
Mm-hmm.
There's just only maybe 2 per plant. Still, at 2 per plant, that's not too bad. Most of these plants came out of half a potato, so we're actually getting 4 per seed potato. Another one I cut open. Let's go back in and find those. There's the seed. See the rest of that potato though.
Should be using a fork, shouldn't you? There it is.
That's the other part. I'll try the fork. Let's see, potatoes a little mushy.
Is it?
Yeah.
We've had a lot of rain. I'm surprised most of them aren't mushy.
Chicken fight. The potatoes we are getting out are nice and firm. Good size, nice shape. Again, the soil looks really good. What we got wrong in our mix here, huh?
Could have been just the bugs.
Yeah, it's possible.
These were the worst hit. We're on the edges.
Yeah. This one tried to make potatoes, it just didn't succeed with doing much. Huh. Really, just 2 per plant.
That's not good.
Especially if one of them didn't form all the way. But I'm not missing anything. There's nothing in here.
Like I said, these were pretty, well, some of them only have 2 leaves on them.
I know, they got ate up really bad. Especially down on this corner.
Yes.
They're all gone already.
So I can't remember if these are the Elva or Caribou.
I don't remember which ones we planted where. I think they're about the same color, so it's going to be really hard to tell the difference. No, these first 2 rows were one type, and the next 2 rows just seem to fare a little better. Different type. Yeah, that's a different shaped potato right there.
A different one altogether.
Want to get a different basket from?
No, we'll just mix them.
Really don't matter, does it?
I'm anxious to see what the local potatoes are.
Most of what we planted was a Kennebec that we bought at a local nursery. Got a 50-pound bag. And we saw how much space we still had left. After the, what did we get? 15, 20 pounds from the other company?
Something like that.
Something like that. So these specialty potatoes that were
Supposed to be prolific.
supposed to be very prolific, resistant to the diseases that are normal to potatoes.
Well, I don't see a lot of grub damage.
No, there's no grub damage on any of this.
But if you're only getting 2,
You only get 2 potatoes per plant. It's not really as good as we would have hoped. All right, let's go in here. These are way in. These plants are all gone, so I have no idea where to expect to see potatoes in here. They could literally be anywhere. Here they are. So that's a slightly different shape.
the beetles really wreaked havoc before we got a hold of them.
Yeah, we finally figured out what those things were. And then we were able to research what to do about them. Essentially amounted to pick them off and kill them as quick as you can. So we did that. We were able to get on top of the infestation, but obviously too late for some of the plants.
Yeah, those that were hit hard, there's one.
one potato per plant here. There's a couple, 2, 3.
Good.
A little bit better. No grub damage. I'm not seeing any grubs. It's an indication of some good healthy soil anyway. Clay is really thick on this part of the hill. We had corn growing here last year, probably helped quite a bit. Really just kind of guessing right now where these plants were. The beetles killed them off and ate them down to the ground. But we planted everything so tight, we should expect to see potatoes all through here. This is what all of this dirt looked like last year when we first tilled it up. It was nothing but thick, heavy clay. So we've gotten that broken up really good with a lot of organic material. Put in plenty of chicken manure composting on top of this bed that we kind of moved throughout the winter. So it sat out here for a good 6-7 months on top of the bed, and we moved it every few weeks. And so this soil got a really good influx of organic matter and nitrogen. I think you may be right with these. Those beetles just did a number on the plants, and the plants kind of gave up after producing only small little potatoes.
There you go.
Taking a little break here on the porch, noticing that our zucchinos are really starting to grow. We got one here that's well over 1 foot long. Got a couple more down on the other side of the fence. Look like they're doing really good. We love these squash. These things are going to be absolutely huge here in just a short amount of time. You ever reach a point in life where you feel like you're just stuck in prison? I know we all do. If you'll commit to returning to the land and commit to doing the labor that's required, you can build your own prison. You can build your own jail. You can be the one who decides when you go in, when you come out. That's really what we want to encourage you to take up the initiative to do, to just decide that there's something more that you want out of life that you're just not getting in the prison that you're in right now. We do appreciate you joining us for a little bit of potato digging. We've still got a lot more potatoes to go. We're going to leave those in the ground at least another couple of weeks. We think we can get some more production out of those Kennebecks. They did go into the ground a little bit later than the other potatoes. So we're going to give them a little bit more time to develop underground. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that like button while you're in there. We'll see you next time.